sorry that I didn't get here before you did.
Oh, that's okay, kid. Listen, I'm just sorry that I couldn't come up with anything.
Big zilch, huh?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Listen, we got another angle working for us. I spent all day yesterday checking out junk shops.
Junk shops?
Right. And what I've come up with is the possibility. Dig it. The cabbie I'm looking for. I think he's got an old lady who is a real fox. She wears mink. She's got the brains of a rabbit. Sound like anybody we know?
Let's see now. The brains of a rabbit and the figure that won't quit, huh?
Right.
Mrs. Charlie Lutz. You know Charlie.
Charlie Lutz? I talked to him when I was looking for the dogs in the English Valet.
Yeah, but he didn't know anything about the dogs in the English Valet, remember?
Yeah, no, wait a minute, Clyde. Maybe he did. Maybe he was lying. I mean, if the guy's got a really lucrative thing going on the docks, lifting the stuff off and all that, he's not going to want to answer questions to some stranger about anything.
Yeah, you got a point.
Right. I tell you what. I want a date with Mrs. Charlie Lutz. Can you do it?
Okay, kid. Okay.
All right.
I'll give it my best shot.
Go for it now.
Okay, Luke.
Talk to you as soon as you know anything.
All right.
All right. Charlie Lutz. What a name.
I really appreciate you staying with me like this, Amy. Well, I'm not on duty today, and I only have some studying to do later on. And besides, I like to be with you.
Terrific. There's Ann Logan.
She's really pretty nice, Heather.
She doesn't like me. I haven't talked to her much, but I can tell. See?
Dr. Barrows, report to ICU staff.
I'm sorry everybody's being so mean to you tonight.
Just because I walked past that chapel this morning, everyone acts like I knew Diane Taylor's memorial service was today.
I know. I couldn't believe it. They acted like you had the plague or something.
Now I'm stuck here till Dr. Nelson can drive me back to the sanitarium. I'm afraid it hasn't been a very good day. My own husband won't even talk to me.
Well, maybe he has other things on his mind.
Like what?
Gee, Heather, I don't know.
We're being watched.
Oh.
Terrific.
Dr. Ogama, call orthopedics, third floor rehearsal station. Dr. Ogama, call orthopedics.
Did you talk to Dr. Nelson yet?
No, I've got more important things on my mind.
PJ?
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to stop by and check on him, and then thought I'd go over to Diana's and pick up some of PJ's stuffed toys, things like that.
Good.
Listen, I'm sorry about her. Is she making you nervous?
No, it's not that. Never mind.
What? Come on.
I haven't explained to Jeremy about Stephen Lars yet. PJ being Stephen Lars.
Would you like me to do that?
Would you? Jeff, he's going to be at Pop Snyder's. I told him I'd meet him there in a little while. He's got a half a day off.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I sure wish I knew how he's going to react, though. You know, when he hears about it, we may need someone around to help pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Might want to give Joe a call.
Good idea. I'll call Joe.
I love you.
I love you, too. And I'll try to track down Joe. Okay.
Nurse Lana, report to
How'd it go?
I don't know. How does the memorial service ever go? I was glad I went, but I just hope I don't have to go to another one for a long, long time.
I know what you mean. Well, how about that news you have for me? You said when I heard it, it'd make me blow my mind.
Ann Logan's son, Jeremy, got a phone call the night of the murder from Mrs. Renfrew, the seamstress, asking if Ann had left yet to go to Diana's apartment to pick up the capes.
So?
Now, Jeremy does not lie, Bird.
Gets to the point, Joe, huh?
Mrs. Renfrew says she never made that call.
Well, this case gets more interesting every day.
And Jeremy said that the lady identified herself as Mrs. Renfrew. She apologized over the phone for sounding funny because she had a cold at the time. Mrs. Renfrew says she never had a cold.
Yeah. Well, then it was someone who knew Ann Logan was going to Diana Taylor's apartment to pick up those capes.
Bingo!
Are you still sold on the Heather Weber theory?
That's the best theory I got at the moment, yeah.
It's the only theory you got.
Man, Heather hated Diana enough to try to blast her brains out with LSD last year.
Yes, but that makes it all the more confusing, Joe. Are you forgetting that Heather ended up with the drug? She's the one who got it. That's not what I call the crime of the century or the perfect crime.
Practice makes perfect, Bert.
Yeah. Well, then you get the other catch. Your so-called suspect was in a sanitarium at the time of the murder.
All right, I never said it didn't have a catch.
Did you check out the security there? You know, that's tremendous security at that sanitarium.
They're very, very proud of their security there. It seems it doesn't take anything at all to get out, but just try to get back in.
Well, if Heather did it, she found a way.
Of course she found a way. She was snug in bed the next morning when Jeff came to tell her about Steve and Lars.
Tell me, did Jeff say anything about seeing flying carpets there? Because that's the only way your suspect could have gotten in and out of that sanitarium past the guards and committed the crime.
No, I forgot to check for something.
You still believe it's Heather?
I'm stubborn, okay?
Oh, you're telling me.
All right, well, how's your investigation at this end coming along, Captain?
Why do you think I'm back to the milk? The ulcers are going again now. We have no fingerprints, but we're still running tests to see if we can't find out what kind of gloves the killer used when he put when he or she wrote Ann's name on that kitchen floor in blood.
I'm gonna go find Ann. I want to tell her this news about Mrs. Renfrew.
Hey, Joe, take a little advice.
What's that?
Be careful.
You know, Heather, it's really kind of silly for us to just be sitting here like this.
Oh, I'm sure you must have better things to do.
Oh, well, no, it's not that. It's just that I'm hungry. I have a great idea. Why don't we go out for some lunch?
You mean it?
Uh-huh. It'd be fun, and, well, I don't think Dr. Nelson would mind as long as you're with me. I mean, I'm practically a nurse.
Well, I think it's a great idea, but I don't know if Dr. Nelson would let me go.
Well, how about if I ask him?
Would you?
Sure, that way he'll know it's my idea.
Oh, Amy, you're too nice.
And I'm not too nice. Now, you wait right here for me, okay?
Amy.
Yeah?
I think you're one of my very best friends.
Wait here. I left a message on Joe's exchange, and so hopefully he'll be calling in soon.
Does anybody know where he is?
No idea. No.
Damn.
Oh.
Hello, Jeff. Ann.
Heather. Excuse me.
I just came over to apologize. I know you're upset with me for coming here today.
Let me put it this way. Your timing couldn't have been worse. Come on.
If I had had any idea that Diane's memorial service was today, I wouldn't have come. It wasn't intentional, Jeff. You've got to believe that. If Dr. Nelson had been able to get a hold of you this morning, none of this would have happened. You must believe me. It was just a coincidence.
Yeah, I guess I do, I guess. But do you understand why I can't allow you to see your son?
I'm trying.
Listen, I cannot risk your getting all emotional with him and upsetting him. You know, things have been tough enough for that kid. The only parents he's ever known were Peter and Diana. And now they're gone. As far as he knows, I'm still just a friend.
But to think he's so close. He's my son, Jeff. I don't even know what he looks like. Does he look like you? Or me? Or maybe both of us?
I really can't say, Heather. It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me. I wonder about these things. I wonder what kind of games he likes to play. What his personality's like. Is he happy? I mean, except for the loss of
Heather,
Diana.
as far as I know, he's ecstatic. Look, I've got some errands to run. I gotta go, Heather, all right?
Okay, I guess I'll just wait here in the lounge for Amy.
Yeah.
Must have been terrible for you.
Couldn't have been too easy for you. Listen, I'll go over to Pop Snyder's now and talk to Jeremy, okay?
Oh, listen, don't be too surprised of his appearance.
Why, something happened?
He's got a ringer.
No. From school?
Yeah, defending my honor. He said you should see the other guy.
Right.
Well, are you ready to go?
Dr. Nelson said it was okay?
Terrific.
Wait a minute. What is okay?
I'm taking Heather out to lunch.
We'll have a good time.
Thank you, we will.
Goodbye, Ann. Nice seeing you.
Thank you, Heather.
Let's go.
It's got to stop. It's just got to stop.
Jeff, you can't stop it. Come on, Heather's getting better.
I know that, but I don't want her around you.
Listen, I can take care of myself. I want you to go to Pop Snyder's and tell Jeremy about PJ, okay? Okay.
I love that kid. It's not going to be easy.
I know.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me see this thing. Boy, it's a beaut. I'm sorry, man. I know they hurt. I've had a couple in my day.
Yeah, me too now. Some nerd called my mother a murderess. Where is Mom?
She got tied up. Besides, I wanted to spend a little time alone with you anyway, okay?
Oh, like in the old days.
Yeah, right. Chocolate soda?
Yeah. Stout chocolate.
Great. Well, barkeep, we'll have a couple of chocolate sodas here.
So, you wanted some time alone with me?
Yeah. I kind of miss the little man-to-man talks we used to have.
Nuh-uh. Father and son talks. That's what we always have, right?
Right. I'm sorry.
Is this soda thing some kind of setup between you and Mom?
No, come on now. I was thirsty and... Yeah, all right. Your mom wanted me to talk to you about something.
Is it about Heather?
No, it's about Stephen Lars.
Oh, your little boy.
I found him, Jeremy.
Well, what do you know? That's really great. Where'd you find him?
Right here in Port Charles.
Oh, wow.
It turns out that Diana's little boy, PJ, was really my son. He was adopted when he was a small baby without anyone knowing who he was.
Oh, how'd you find out?
Well, Diana learned the truth a few months ago. She told me just before she died.
Oh.
You all right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I know how long you've been trying to find Stephen Lars, and now you can have what you've always wanted, your own son.
Jeremy, come on now.
Do you mind if I take a rain check on the sodas? I'm not very...
Jeremy, come on. This does not mean I don't love you anymore.
I better get back to my mom.
Jeremy, come on.